I guess I'm doing all right on the first night, Brian. Look at me now. All right, you guys, something pretty big happened this morning. I've known it's gonna happen, and it happened. Brian, the number 2 on the farm, under my dad's first cousin. Technically, he's my boss, but he won't say he's my boss. Left for, let's see, what is today? Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. 5 nights. I'm the boss. Dang it, that tedder's leaking. Look at that. You guys see it? Gotta figure out what that is now. I hope it's a hose and not a seal. It doesn't look, it might be that ram. Let's go look at it. Figure this out real quick, because it needs to run today. If this can't run today, that messes up my plans with the grass. We got some teff grass down. It's pretty ugly and weedy, but it's still down. Yeah, it looks, oh, I just hit my head on that. See, they're coming out of there and leaking down. I don't think it's that. I think it's all coming from this ram. And then, whoa, did you guys see that? That thing just moved right now. I didn't even touch anything. This thing is haunted. So I think it's just looking at how wet it is right there. So it's definitely leaking right there and running down. So I can run with this. We've got this and we've got some Bermuda grass, and then we'll be done for a little while. I'll pull that off at that point. So it's got to run. Now I've got to call a guy that only speaks Spanish, and I mostly only speak English. So, ooh, there's his brother. He speaks Spanish. I'm gonna have him call him because, man, I have a very hard time getting a point across when it comes to Espanol. Day 1, Brian being gone, but he left today, so I guess that counts as day 1. Checking on the teff grass. We ran the tedder on it this morning. I'm hoping either tomorrow is Friday, but I'm thinking we'll come through and rake it on Saturday and bale it Saturday. I don't really want to push it too much. I don't want this grass with any kind of green in it. It was pretty small. We might be able to do it tomorrow. We cut it on Thursday, run the tedder. No, we cut it on Wednesday, run the tedder on Thursday. Man, we might be able to bale this Friday, tomorrow. It's so thin. It's so thin. Oh man, I'm already stressed out with Brian being gone. Brian, if you watch this, which you probably don't even know what YouTube is, I hate you. Just kidding, I love him. He's like another uncle, brother, cousin, dad, grandfather. He's like all of those things in one. Then the laser's right there. I'm gonna go check on him real quick. Have a little project for a friend, neighbor. This guy's got a bulldozer. I'm hoping if I do this little project for him, he'll let me drive his bulldozer. It's like a D9, it's huge. Just want to tear something up. Got an old irrigator truck. I should have him let me drive on it for you guys. I'll have to talk my dad into that because I don't own that irrigator truck. Just walking to the office. Whoa! What's going on in here?
We're telling jokes. You want to hear them?
No, not on here. This guy knows the jokes you wouldn't tell your brother. They're terrible. Check out the new store. It's pretty cool. Lisa's just awkward. That was my idea, that hat. These shoes were my idea too. Cool, store's looking good. Hope you guys like it. I did it for you. What? That sign?
And from your local FFA chapter.
Just got home. Okay, you're not gonna believe it. I got about half of the inventory done. The easy barns. Now I've got 2 barns, a tarp, and 2 more barns to get done. But I got home, it's 6:30. I'm gonna go back out in an hour and check hay because Brian's gone. But I still probably need to go out about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I didn't get a nap in. Alrighty, see you guys in a little bit. Whoa, it's 8 o'clock. 94 degrees. check some hay. I should be checking 4 corners, so each end of the field, top and bottom. This is kind of the bottom east side. Oh, it's soft already. Yeah, it's just a hair green, but man, it's gonna catch fast. I'm gonna call these guys. Well, I don't know. Actually, that felt really dry. I bet that lower field's ready. It's usually ready before this upper field. Okay, go check the upper field, or the lower field, I'm sorry. I've got a full like 80 acres and then the bottom 40 of another field to get done. That bottom field, which is just right across the ditch, gets moisture sooner, headed that way. I'm in the lower field. This top sounds crunchy. The top is a little crunchy, but you reach down in here, it's getting soft, and I can feel in the air it's pretty humid, and I know I actually need it to be soft, dry on top to outweigh this softness inside. But this hay's a hair green right here. This is my challenge now. This stuff is gonna mess me up, but I am right where he ended swathing on Tuesday. He started Tuesday. So this is the exact spot he stopped. So if it gets too heavy right here, we're gonna move over that way a little bit. I can feel the humidity in the air, so we need to get going. Even with the top being a little dry, that upper field is still very dry. So by the time they finish this field, it'll be ready to go up there. Got the rake on the way. He's just got a little bit to rake, and it's ready to go as well. But this stuff is gonna be, see over here, it's not so green. Right? They might have raked, because the swather stopped over there, the rake might have raked one too many borders. That might be why it feels the way it does, because this isn't quite as green. So I think that's what happened. I think he raked one too many borders, but that's okay. So guys are coming in. We're gonna try to bale us. Does this work? Oh, it's so bright. Got a bug in my mouth. We're gonna bale us some hay. How do people on TV do this? Maybe I need less lumens. Do I need less lumens? Gosh, it's so bright. Like an airplane landing on me. Like a helicopter. You guys will see when we get going. There's my pickup. All right, so we hit a little bit of a snag. The the top of the field looked great. It was even a hair dry, but I could feel it in the air that the humidity was coming in. Drove down to the bottom of the field, and they're irrigating one fill over. So the bottom, oh, you could cut the air with a knife. It's so humid. So we actually, man, look at this stuff. Wow. And the light's just drowning it out. But this is some beautiful premium hay. Questionably a little bit too green, but if I store it properly, we'll be okay. So anyways, back to what happened. I'm not gonna be able to bale this entire field because it is too much. It's too green, or not too green, but too much moisture from the irrigation. So it gets tricky. The top half is good to go. The bottom half isn't. I gotta make the choice to tell these guys to just bale the top half, which is difficult to do. Then we come back and bale the bottom half in the morning, which I really don't wanna do, because the longer that lays out, the more it bleaches out. Perfect timing. Fine stem and very leafy. Yes, I guess I'm doing all right on the first night, Brian. Look at me now. Kind of. It's too wet at the bottom. They're gonna be heavy, sorry. Looking good, off to a good start. The good news is this field is at the lower end of the next field. This field's not wet, so the next field, the upper field, will be okay. It won't be so heavy. It won't have as much moisture from this irrigation. So this field, the weights will be up and down. The next field, they should be very consistent. So we're good to go. We're good. And it's 8 o'clock-ish, 8:30, so should be in bed in a few hours. These windrows are small, so they're going pretty quickly. Kind of a funny story. I was walking back to my pickup to get the probe, and one of the balers starts running by, and I hear a strange slapping sound. I got pretty nervous because that's how you can destroy a baler, start a fire, or really tear stuff up, is when a piece of metal is off and it's. I didn't know what it was because it was doing it, but then it was stopping. It would stop and go, stop and go. I'm not the best with these balers, so I waved down a guy that's a good mechanic. I said, man, well, come listen to his baler. So we were listening. He climbs up on it. There's the fan that blows out the knotters, and there was a Powerade bottle that somehow got on top, and it was just like bouncing along the fan. So yeah, kind of funny. Nothing bad, just funny. All right, other news. So the lower field, the south field, way too much moisture. They got a little bit baled and we had to stop. Then we jumped up to the north field. It's going very, very well. It's right on the border of too green, too much moisture. I'm gonna stack it in a way that it's on the edge of the end of a barn and can breathe. Might even let it sit on the ground for a day or two in the barn. It's nice hay, it's beautiful hay. Yeah, I hope we're not pushing it too much. If you push it too much, it will turn, the best description of it is like a tobacco leaf. The inside of the stack will kind of turn brown. I hope that doesn't happen here. See, it's getting drier as we go, which is better for us. Because of the moisture we have, I possibly could have waited till tomorrow night to bale this, but today was 110, tomorrow's supposed to be 110. Push it back too many days and you run into really dry hay. So we only have a little bit of alfalfa to bale tomorrow night. Might not bale that. So we might not bale tomorrow night, and I might wait until Wednesday night just to kind of see what happens. Definitely, you got to test it a little bit to see how it goes. Anyways, it is day 2 of Brian being gone. No fires, no deaths, nothing, no breakdowns. I can handle. I mean, it's the morning of day 2, so day 2's not over. So we got a long ways to go yet. Woo! All right, got my coffee. Headed out to the field, check out the hay. Need to make a decision. This hay is a little bit green, a little bit soft. It is absolutely premium, beautiful, awesome hay, but it's a little bit too awesome. If I put this in a barn, it might turn a little bit. So, time to go make decisions. It's Manuel on the laser. There's Polino in a scraper bucket building the upper end of the field, as you guys call the headlands. We just call it the upper end. That field is getting lasered at the moment. Oh, there's a spot right there where they were supposed to build a church several long time ago. They never did. It's full of ground squirrels. I love to shoot them. It's so much fun. I feel like I should have to pay my dad to shoot ground squirrels. It's so much fun. I shoot them with love, not bullets. Love and kindness. Love and kindness. Driving over to look at the hay from last night. This field, which was alfalfa, and then we threw some ryegrass in it, and then Sudan grass is now getting spread with manure. We will be in here. There's some trucks up there. I don't know if you can see them. I just passed one as well. We'll be disking this up. And this field is tricky to laser. My tractor does not turn tight enough. These borders are real steep. I can't turn tight enough, so I have to hire someone to come laser this field for me. I gotta get on that now. I don't remember who I used last time, so I gotta find someone. I think I know who I'm gonna use though. Some real good dudes. Some good dudes. The spreader of that manure is a good friend of mine. Donnie King is his name. Pretty cool cat. Here we come. Uh-oh. Roadsider is not moving. That's not a good sign. Everybody, thanks for watching this episode. If you liked what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family to subscribe. Thanks again.